For our 35th anniversary, I said, "Oh, sweets, let's renew our vows." And he said, "Did they expire?" Found out they were identical. And from that moment on, we could not tell them apart. You know, politics is derived from the Greek poly meaning many and tix meaning blood-sucking. So I'd put that one down and grab another. Education ain't what it used to be. Well, thank heavens, with you as Exhibit A. Now, possibly some of you are wondering, why is that woman wearing a colander on her head? I'm wearing it to illustrate a point, and the point is that we all take in and receive data through filters. For example, as thoughts are coming out of my brain and trying to get out as words through my mouth, they have to pass through the filter of my life experience. And as my words are coming in your ears and wandering around trying to find your brain, they have to pass through the filter of your worldview. And if you want to become resilient and adapt and be responsive to change and not only survive but thrive in times of change, and if you want to be a leader of people who willingly grant you followership, which is a gift, then you've got to fix what's going on inside your head. Because your attitudes and your thoughts make you who you are. How many of you really desire to live joyful, productive, happy, juicy lives? And I guess the rest of you, that means you want to be cold, harsh, and crabby? Living juicy is about being resilient in life. Life is not about getting what you want, it's about wanting what you get. The way to create change is to ask insightful questions that cause people to stop and think. If you're going to get people to change, you've got to build trust. Resilience is the ability to adapt and bounce back when life comes at you fast, and let's face it, folks, life is always coming at you fast. There I was in the methods department at this company, and the methods department consisted of me and Diane, and we were close. Oh, we were best friends. And then one day, Diane was promoted to supervisor. Let me just summarize. So I went to tell my daddy that stuff was going on, and he said, which is what he always said, "Well, Ann, what did you learn?" Well, I had to hold myself back from thinking that Diane was just awful, because the reality was Diane hadn't changed. She was still a perfectly wonderful person. What had changed was me. And what I finally learned from this was when disappointment, aggravation, anger, resentment poisons your soul, it is time to move on. Well, finally, the students part, and there he stands in all his glory. He is wearing two-tone wingtips, a purple robe, his best J.C. permanent press white collar, and green hair. Your baby. It wasn't green when you left for the ceremony. The Lord commanded Abraham to sacrifice Isaac when Isaac was 12 years old, because he knew if he waited until Isaac turned 13, it would not be a sacrifice. What are the elements, the characteristics of a person who does juicy living? Well, they have peace, joy, and love in their heart. They're gentle with other people. They're kind. They're patient. They exhibit self-control. And by cracky, people just like them. Isn't that the kind of juicy, out there, joyous living that you want? You can do it. All you have to do is question what's going on in your head. So if you would like to do juicy living, say, I think I'd like juicy living. Say it. Turn to your neighbor and say, I think I want to be juicy. Now turn to your neighbor and say, I am juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. I love that. And I want to give each and every one of you the gift of juicy living because it's really out there. All you have to do is become resilient to get it. Doesn't that look good? Okay, everybody, go out and live juicy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go back and be great. Go back and be great. Thank you.